Welcome back. So it's my first video of 2021 and we're starting with a bang. Okay, up. Welcome back. So it's my first video of 2021 and we're starting with a bang. But to begin, please subscribe to my channel for this year, because this year I'm going to be getting the delivery of the Rimac. We're going to get a Project 1 update, so AMG 1 update on that car, what's going on there. It's all coming here on my channel, so subscribe now so you don't miss out on those videos. And here we go. Today I get to try the prototype of the RS E-Tron GT. Very thrilled to do that. As you know, I love electric cars, I love sustainability, so this is the path to that. This is awesome. But not only that, even cooler, we're gonna put it in a sprint test against the Formula E car from Audi. It's gonna be driven by Lucas Di Grassi, who was Audi World Champion in Formula E 2017. I'm driving the GT, and it's supposed to be pretty close, neck and neck, so let's see who wins it. There is, however, one big challenge and problem that we still have to overcome, and I don't quite know how we can do that yet. And that is the big problem, but the Audi has thought of some crazy, complicated and clever solution, so I'll show you later on what they've come up with. So we're just gonna film this. They're not sure if we're allowed to show it, but if you're seeing this, then we're allowed to keep it in.
No, you are allowed to show it.
We are. Lucas, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Okay, let's go have a look. Crazy, yeah, look at the platform. This thing's like cost millions, huh? Cost millions to build. Complete like platform, of course, in every direction, proper Formula 1 level. Formula E chassis up there, so they do a lot of their preparation, like energy management and all that. Incredible, pretty impressive. So come with me, amazing, a massive trophy cabinet from showing the history of Audi's success in racing, obviously. FIA Formula E. Oh. So I was just surprised because it's the same trophy as Formula 1 that I got for second place in the Formula 1 championship. So funnily enough, you've got Audi Sport Team Rosberg, because my dad's team has been racing for Audi since like more than 10 years and has been actually the most successful team in the last decade in DTM. Winning all the last championships and everything, so most of the trophies here, or a lot of them, will be actually from my dad's team Rosberg and from the driver René Rast. Huge Le Mans history, and then of course huge rally history as well, with also one of the best female race drivers of all time, Michèle Mouton, finishing second in the Rally World Championship. Just quickly, just super news has just come in, check this out. So we've got Jenson Button creating an Extreme ET. So welcome Jenson, so cool. Happy to see you join Extreme E as well. And we will be racing against each other with our teams, but Jenson in his case is actually driving as well, so even more cool. I mean, fantastic news again for the championship and going from strength to strength. And so by the way, I've got my own team, Rosberg X Racing Instagram. Your chance now to follow the Instagram channel, because there's lots of cool content coming up. Can you please explain? So we're at an Audi day today, and the first thing I unpack is Mercedes F1 underwear. Please turn the camera to Martin. Your explanation is now required.
Our explanation is that you will have a racing suit, so this won't be visible.
Amazing. So we can only start filming once everything is closed.
Yeah.
And we need to cut this out.
Yes.
Okay. This is the moment where all the memories come back every time. The last moments, putting the warrior armor on before jumping in the car. Because once you're in the car, of course, and your seatbelt's on, I could never ever adjust could never adjust the shoelaces anymore, because you can't reach your feet in the F1 car. So everything needs to be perfect before getting in. So it happens when you're driving, for example, that the crutch strap, it can slip when you're in the middle of the race, and then that's it. If it's uncomfortable after that, that's it. You're stuck with that for a whole race. And I remember Silverstone, I was stuck for an hour and 10 minutes with the crutch strap like that, and it was one of the most horrible experiences. So that's why everything needs to be perfect before getting in. Just arriving here at the start location now. And it's all dry. Amazing, because they had blankets cover. They had blankets cover the whole straight. And so they've now pulled off the blankets and it's all dry. So it's absolutely perfect. Alright, come with me. I'm going to just explain the RS E-Tron GT a little bit to you. First of all, there's a GT and an RS E-Tron GT. The E-Tron GT being the standard one, RS E-Tron GT being the high performance one. Of course, both being high performance. And one of the differences is, for example, the carbon roof on the RS. So that's 8 kilos less right at the top, which really brings the center of gravity down for cornering performance. So horsepower, you got over 600 horsepower. Of course, off the start line, it's a phenomenal acceleration. You got more than 400 kilometers of range. As we know, that's getting there. Of course, in the next couple of years, need to go a little bit further on the range still with these kind of cars, but really getting there. Interior, also very nice. How in this car, they do have the option of leather, but in this particular version of it, they've decided to go vegan, of course, because that's also part of this direction of e-mobility to go more sustainable. So that's very fitting. Then come along. Then, of course, most important here is low drag coefficient. So what they've done is they've used some of these inlets here, for example, particularly that one, to really take the air past the front tire and then back in there, and that reduces the drag coefficient a lot, because drag equals reach, and that's crucial, as we know, with the electric cars. Acceleration, of course, so it's below 3.5 seconds of acceleration, I've been told that also with every acceleration it always stays exactly the same. As you know, the platform is from the Taycan, so they're sharing that with the Porsche, and the Porsche actually developed the platform in this case, so Audi have taken this platform. It's not uncommon in car manufacturers to do that. If you look at the Touareg, Cayenne, same thing. Platform of one was used for the other. That's about it. This is awesome. This is amazing. No, you know, I promise you, this is exactly what I was dreaming of before Christmas, because I wanted to take my 300 SL and my 300 SL out around the Formula 1 track in Monaco alone, and how the hell am I going to film it? So this is so amazing. You can't know which car in the whole world do you want to try and drive with this thing, and you know the cars are coming this year, so let me know. Okay, I'm about to jump in now. Lucas is already on the starting grid there, and they just said to put it in dynamic, so on the gear in the dynamic, full on the brake, flat out on the throttle, and then when it goes green after the 5 lights are red, just take the foot off the brake and go. Now I'm going to have to position it on the right there to stay away from the water. Okay. You can see I've offset myself now. There's one wet line, so I've offset myself, and he's now just taking my position. Okay, up.
Okay guys, please prepare yourself.
Better in the first couple of meters, huh? But amazing, huh? To get so close with this car to the actual Formula E race car. Awesome stuff, awesome. I think I can maybe beat him. I think I need to do a little bit better on the start. So it was so close, though. Like, I don't know what it was at the start. I'm pretty sure I nailed the reaction time at the end. No, it was really pissing me off. Because every time it was like a little jump from you.
It was so close. It was basically down to details. I think the performance, and I think also the longer the straight, after this car would catch up.
But it seemed, well actually, but it seemed, I don't know how much you could see from the side of your helmet. Not so much maybe. Could you see everything?
No, I thought it was extremely close.
Because I was always right there, and it was identical, huh? It was identical all the way down to the finish line. And sometimes you had once you had a little bit of a wheel slip. Yeah. So I thought, okay, now I've got him, but then it stayed like that.
It's unbelievable how it's close, because, okay, the Formula E car has good acceleration. Yeah. Torque is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And for a road car to have that is really good.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, the advantage of e-mobility is also on the traction control. It's perfection. You don't feel any like hesitation or anything. It's just completely clean, beautiful It's
correct.
really
That's
awesome.
the beautiful of electric motor. You have instant torque, and you can control much better the torque.
No, it's like it's perfection. I'm trying to think the whole time what I can do to increase the reaction time. I won! Sure. That was like amazing what you were doing down there. It was incredible. I better hold it this way. Huh? Oh! No. Impossible. We check it on the video that I was the first. Cheating. No! That was phenomenal. No way that was real. Impossible. I don't know, I'm quite frustrated because the start, my reaction time was not good, but I really think that it was to do something with the ESC, you know, the anti-slip control or something, that it just was a little bit of a delay there compared to a racing car where it's a drop of the pedal and it's of course instant. And I think I just need to release the pedal as much as possible and find that sweet spot where the pedal is released as much as possible without actually the car starting to move. See if I can get that done. So then full brake, you see, full on the brake down there, boom. Then full throttle, boom. So then you can see that means that it's the race start modus is on when it's blinking like that. Thumb up, ready to go. Release the brake till the right point. Okay, now get that start and actually nail it. Bah! Yes! Got it, he's nowhere! He's nowhere! Yes! The longer the day goes, the more I'm winning the races here, and that I think is testament to the consistency of battery performance. Some other EV companies, they have like this super special start performance from the battery, just one start, and then afterwards it degrades and never can do it again with the temperatures coming up. And here in the E-Tron, it's GT, it's really always the same, huh? Always the same. So that's a testament to consistency there. I think they've done a good job with that. Elevator pitch of the Formula E car, please.
Formula E car, so same as Formula 1 IndyCar, but instead of a combustion engine, you have the battery, electric motor. We have 12 teams. The car is the same for every team apart from the drivetrain. So in this case, Audi produces all the rear end of the car. So motor, inverter, gearbox, suspension. So that's where a lot of the development costs go into, huh? And that's where you can make a difference. Huh? Correct. So gearbox, suspension, everything. The car has only one gear. It goes 0 to 100 in roughly 3 seconds, and top speed of around 250 to 160 kph. And everybody has the same battery, so it's all about how efficiently you use and manage the battery power. Huh? Same battery for everyone. The races, they last 45 minutes. Qualifying is all about power. You have 250 kilowatts of power. You go as fast as possible, one lap, and then in the race, you have to really save the battery. You have to drive as fast as possible, but saving the battery. And the most efficient driver, team, powertrain wins. Which was you, 2017. 2017, and thank you very much. Hopefully with this new generation of car that Audi has put a lot of effort, we can do it again. Thank you very much. One more thing, so the tires in this year is going to be one set of tires for the whole race weekend. For doing practice qualifying race, and it's the same tire regardless of the condition. You can see that we race these tires regardless if it's the dry race or a wet race. So there's no slicks and rain tires, all one tire. The last competition of the day, who goes further? Okay, who goes further?
3, 2, 1, go!
No! No, the race was finished! The race was finished!
So that's it here from today from the Audi Test Center. I think it was a fantastic day, I had a lot of fun. Amazing to see how close the E-Tron GT got to the Formula E car. Really impressed. It was exciting to drive it, and nice to see the German manufacturers now, Audi for example, with this car are really ramping it up with EVs and doing a fantastic job. So that's cool. I think it's important for mobility, for becoming more sustainable, that we ramp these EVs up. Of course, the energy transition also needs to happen. Way too much energy still coming from the coal power plants at the moment in Germany, but that's going to happen too. So that's fantastic news. Comparing it, I think just that one, the only place where the Formula E car was actually better was off the launch. It just has, there's just less of a delay in the reaction, that's it, because it's lighter, because there's more direct. I think even just taking a foot off the pedal versus taking your fingers off the clutch is just quicker. So that's where the Formula E car had a bit of an advantage, and just delivering that power to the wheels instantly, whereas here, you know, you're doing that launch control and there's tiny delays here and there. So I think that's the only place where the car really had an advantage. But apart from that, it was then, once we got going from those first few meters, it was just identical all the way. So fantastic testament to the high performance of the E-Tron. And good news, they're lending me one E-Tron GT as well to get to Monaco, so I'm going to do some cool videos with that. And then now is your chance to comment below what kind of video do you want me to do with the RS E-Tron GT, your choice, and my favorite one of your comments, I'll do that. And my next upcoming videos also with the Remag and AMG One and all these things. Subscribe to the channel, it's going to be a very cool year. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be on my way home now, so bye bye. What have I forgotten now, Martin?
Everything, man, you're perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, bye bye, boom.